Welcome to Dirt Rally 2.0, the sequel to Dirt Rally. So, I want to start off here in the menu because one little thing I'll say is you can't turn the audio all the way down on certain things, and I'm streaming on the PS4 and recording this, so I can't turn everything down, so sorry if like the engine and effects and everything is too loud, but that's why I'm going to do the majority of the review in the menu. But I will show you gameplay and stuff. So, first off, quickly, from the beginning, I want to say this game is probably... Actually, I would say my favorite off-road game right now. I think it's the best one. I think it's a huge not a huge step up, but a good step up from Dirt Rally 1. There's only a few things that I have nitpicks with, but majority I would, from the get-go, I would give this game like an 8 or a 9, 8 to 9, in between there. I guess 8.5, but 8 to 9. So, first thing is the way the game kind of shows everything off. The way the game is presented. Your events mode in my team is kind of seems like, you know, your main career mode where you should start. I don't agree with this, because career mode is where you come in here and you have your challenges and everything, your weekly challenges, monthly challenges, and you earn money for doing them. But the thing is, this is when you use the cars. Oh, like I've used this one, you have to repair them if you screw it up, whatever. And repairs cost money. Depending on the car, it could cost a lot more. And when you get the deluxe edition, they give you 1,000,000 credits. If you don't, I don't even think they give you any credits, or maybe it's just 20,000 credits or something. And you only have these two cars. Oh no, not these two cars. It's the Fulvia and a rallycross car. Oh. Okay, I can't remember what the other one is. When you go here, where did it say repair cost, maintenance cost again? Oh man, I can't remember where it said that. Maybe it's just here where it says repairs and it says free. But there's two cars they give you that are free when it comes to repairing them. So you're supposed to use those to start off and make money and buy the cars and stuff. When you get the deluxe edition, they just give you all these cars, so you don't have to buy them. They give you 1,000,000 credits, so it's a lot more forgiving if you do start with, you start the game, you go to events, and you're like, oh man, I want to start driving one of the Group B cars, and you mash up the Group B car. You can repair it. So, I kind of don't agree with this being the starting point. What I would say to anyone starting the game who's not, that familiar with Dirt, start with the Historic series. They have a nice little intro video, and you can repair your car, you can change the difficulty, and they break it down into, like, not exactly easy to hard, but I would say where you should start. Like, I'd say it's much easier to start with the H1, 2, and 3 cars to learn the game more. Group B, I would say, is like kind of hard, or one of the hardest now, because they added in Rally GT, which I would say is harder than Group B a little bit, maybe. But that's just me. That's because of the way I drive and everything. So, if you're starting the game, I would say start with Historic. Don't start with career rally and events. And also, you'll see at the bottom left, I have to communicate with RaceNet to, access the rallies and everything, daily challenges, all that. And I've had some issues with this still. One time I went in here and it said my save was different from their servers, so it reset my progress. Uh, there's been a couple times where I've loaded into one of these events, one of these challenges, got to the service area, like loaded into the service area, changing my tires, my setup, whatever, and I couldn't continue to the race because it wouldn't communicate with the server. And then I quit, and then it said I completed the event. So I don't. Uh, I'm not a huge fan of the RaceNet thing. I'm just kind of not. What I understand, the challenges have to be online. I don't understand why the career rally and career rallycross have to be online. That I don't understand. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's different now. But I remember having problems in the career rally. But other than that, I don't really have any problems with this game. There's nothing else I can really fault this game for. Except maybe for the fact that I can't turn down the audio all the way, of the engine or the effects. And I know I don't want to turn down the engine all the way, but like maybe just a little bit so I can... Actually, I don't want to turn on the engine. I just want to turn up the surfaces and effects more so I can hear, like, you know, the gravel and the mud and stuff. But, yeah, I can't fault this game for anything else. The RaceNet thing, and I guess the audio thing, but other than that, I can't really fault this game. It's still being updated. It has a good amount of tracks, I would say. Good amount of events. You have to get Deluxe Edition to get, you know, some of the tracks they've released. I mean, well, some of the locations. And, I guess a decent amount of the cars. But they also just had a sale. And I'm sure there will be another sale. But so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 rally locations right now. And I believe there's 2 more to come. And then you have... Oh, and then you have 20 rallycross tracks. Now the rally locations are just that. They're just one track. And you can only... apparently I can only do that. Change the surface, dry or wet. I don't even know if you can do them in reverse. Because this is a time trial and it doesn't let me... Yeah, select and start. I don't think it lets me, you know, make it reverse. So you have a good amount of locations and vehicles. If you have the deluxe edition, there's a good amount of vehicle. I should not go there to do that. I should just go into, yeah. Yeah. So these are the rallycross cars. You have 1600s, cross kart, which is just one. Group B, RX2, and supercars. Good amount of vehicles, I would say. And for rally, oops, I got all those in. Oops, sorry. You got a lot of cars. H1, 2, 3. A lot of H3 actually. Group B. R2, Group A, and R4, 2000 cc's, R5, and the new Rally GT. So, oh, and this car they just added in because they, if you place a qualifying time in the World Championships, which I don't know why I have that car if I can't do this yet, so that's kind of weird. You get that car. I don't know why I have that car, so that's kind of weird. And they also just patched in a free roam, so you can just, you know, spawn in with any car and just, you know, drive around and do whatever, and mess around, mash up the car if you want, just get a feel for it. They have custom races, but free play is where you don't have to worry about repairing your car and can choose difficulties and shit like that. But Historic still takes you through all the vehicle classes and everything. I just think Historic is where people should start. So apart from the events and stuff, and you still have your staff mode, you hire people and everything. and you do upgrade your vehicles, and you can tune the setups. Can I check setups here? Oh no, I can't. Can I? No, I can't. But when you go to the service area, you can change your tuning setup. So yeah, that's the events mode. I like the historic mode a lot more. That's just me. RaceNet clubs I haven't touched yet, and I haven't touched multiplayer apart from the daily challenges and stuff because I don't really have anyone to play with. And Rallycross seems to be 5 cars on a track at a time. So yeah, event-wise and everything, that's what I think. It's a good amount of events, good amount of cars, and good amount of options. Like, you know, when it comes to the career mode and free play and stuff. Yeah. So going into the game, let's roll around with. Jeez, man. Let's go roll my two. My fucking. I kind of wish they put a black outline on this text, so it's kind of easier to read. But see, like little nitpick. That's the only thing I can fault this game for. Is like little tiny nitpicks. So you get a service area here where you can tune the vehicle and stuff. I'm not that good at this shit, so I don't mess with this. But it seems complex enough as people would need it. And you can save tuning setups, so that's great. Here, tires. You can also choose to not carry a spare tire when you're doing a rally. And I also like that you can, just like from Dirt Rally 1, you can change the view. I mean, not change the view, but adjust your seat. So I like that they brought that option, or kept that option, whichever one they did. This game, you know, from what I remember from Dirt Rally 1, I played it pretty recently and I have it on VR. This game looks way better than Dirt Rally 1. Like, way better. The road, the lighting, the cars, the reflections, the tires, the gravel, the rain. Like, this game just looks beautiful to me, man. Dirt Rally 1 wasn't the greatest looking game. It looked good, and it looked really good for VR, but it wasn't like Drive Club or Forza Horizon or something. But now Dirt Rally 2, man, it's up there. It's fucking up there, man. So the graphics got to me, a huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. The only thing I would want more is just more happening in the world. You know, like when you're doing a rally, maybe you can actually see the drone, you know, following you and stuff, or helicopters flying overhead, or planes, or, you know, wildlife, or, you know, some shit, anything. Cows moving in the grass, you know, something, sprinklers, whatever. But yeah, like, game looks great. Game looks wonderful. I'm gonna drive fast enough through that. And yeah, my windshield gets dirty and everything. And water does splash up on the windshield a good amount. Like that. So you actually have to use your wipers. Oh, it does go away eventually. And another thing I like, the controls. They let you rebind everything. You can go to the event setting and, you know, change settings if you want, which I would say. Also this too, if you play on controller, or even, yeah, steering wheel. I don't have my steering wheel hooked up because I don't have a good desk. I would say mess with your settings. Figure out what you like. These are the settings I've messed with and found to like, and I've stuck with. You might like it, you might not. I don't know what soft lock does. Uh, I don't know if that means locking the wheels or what. Yeah, I don't know what that is. But maybe I should have that on or off. I don't know. I should look that up. But yeah, I like that they added all this in. This is much needed and very thankful. I'm very thankful for this. I think everyone is very thankful for this. But yeah, control is great. Your graphics, I only have brightness options, which I didn't realize. I think it's actually pretty bright. I wonder how dark that is now. Yeah, and you have all the assists and stuff. Time control braking. What? I have this. What? Okay, I don't know what that is. I need to mess with that. Yeah, like all these settings I love. I'm glad they have all these settings. They're very useful. So apart from all that, the options, the events and stuff, and the graphics, I'd say what else matters is driving. I would say this is the best handling, best feeling off-road racing game like there is today. To be completely honest, like after playing this for the amount I've played, I don't want to go back to Dirt Rally 1. This game just feels way better. It feels better, it looks better. The only thing is on tarmac and asphalt, it still doesn't feel right on like actual road. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the road's wet or dry. It just doesn't feel right. And I don't know why that is. But the road in this game, and Dirt Rally 1, Dirt Rally 2, Dirt 4, pretty much, which I can't really remember Dirt Rally 2. Like the asphalt in those games. I can't remember if there was an asphalt in those games when it came to Rally. But at least in Dirt 4 and Rally 1 and 2, I am not a fan of. Sorry about that. I'm not a fan of asphalt. And same with this game, not a fan of asphalt. But gravel, mud, snow, slush, ice, all the shit, I fucking love. It feels great in this game. It doesn't, like, yes, this game is very hard. But it's kind of like Dark Souls, where, like, once you could stick with one car, and once you learn that one car, you'll love driving it. So once you learn a car from each class or discipline, I'd say, and you learn that car, you figure out which one you like, play around with it, you get used to it, then you'll just start falling in love with this game, with the way this game handles it. I just love it. I just love driving around in this game. It just feels great. I want to see how WRC8 is, but to me right now, this is the game. If you want to play off-road racing, rally racing, this is it. Dirt 4 is more arcadey, and the only thing I wish they brought from Dirt 4 into this game is the procedurally generated tracks or whatever. I know it wasn't the greatest, and yeah, it used tiles, so you could see the same turn again and again sometimes, and you get used to it, but it still added to the replayability of the game. So I kind of wish that came back into the game. But apart from them, making rain a lot better now, the roads a lot better, and the game better handling. Oh shit! I just get so thrown off driving this game. I'm saying sometimes. That's why I didn't want to come in and start driving around. Apart from all that, I see even your car gets dirty and everything as you drive along. I can't really fault the game. Like, Maybe you have an issue with the way they're selling tracks and stuff and cars because it's very individual purchases, or you can just buy the season pass. And if you buy the deluxe edition, that doesn't include season 3 or 4, so keep that in mind. Also, like, I don't like asphalt, so I'm not a huge fan of the asphalt only tracks like Germany. So that's like, that kind of bums me out that it's in the deluxe edition, and I can't, kind of swap that out for an actual rally track that I may get in season 3. But that's neither here nor there. So summing up, graphics great, gameplay, the way the way game feels, the way the cars feel, the way gravel feels, everything, I would say nigh fucking perfect, or like the best I've ever felt in a rally game, except for tarmac. Don't like tarmac. I don't know why. I don't know, and it doesn't even matter what car I'm in. I just don't like tarmac in this game. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Everything looks better. Good amount of events. Good amount of cars. Little bit pricey when it comes to buying the extra cars and stuff, but the game has gone down in price, and I've seen it on sale and stuff, so I think it's okay. The season pass thing, I won't argue that, because the rest of the game is great, and the RaceNet thing is a bit of a problem, which I hope they fix better. I don't know, more better, but I hope they fix it to be not as, I don't know, sketchy, I guess, because it just cuts out sometimes. You can't connect. I just don't understand why the career rally has to be under RaceNet. But yeah, good amount of vehicles, good amount of locations, graphics is great, handling is great, good amount of options when it comes to controls, when it comes to the HUD, when it comes to your camera views. You got a good amount of camera views. I think they're adding a dash cam too. I guess you would call this a dash cam, but like more like where it's like it's actually on the dash but behind the windshield, I guess. Because they have hood cam here. They have, this is basically bumper cam. Yeah. And they're still updating the game. They just added in this free roam area, which is great of them. I can't really fault the game. That's why I give it an 8 or 9. There's little things that keep it from being a 10, like RaceNet, like the career mode pricing of like repairing your cars and stuff. But that's really a nitpick for me. It's not really a big deal. Okay, other than that, like what else? And maybe the amount of content in the base game. But if you really love this racing game, you should buy the tracks and you should get the cars you want, and you can buy them individually without paying for the season pass. So I gotta give them credit for that as well. So overall, shit, man, I want to give it a 9 because I love racing games, and this is a great racing game. Rallycross is a good change from the rally. They don't have trophy trucks and stuff, but there's still a good change. And rally's still fun. I mean, Rallycross is still fun. I just love rally. This game's fucking beautiful. And the replay mode is great. The game's at 60 frames. I don't think the replay's at 60 frames. I believe the replays are 30, but they still look great. The camera modes are great. You can change your seat. Adjust your seat, which is great. The sound is wonderful. When you hear the surface kicking up from your tires and it hitting the car and your car shifting, and when you're banging up your car and you're hearing the cranks and clangs of your banged up fucking vehicle. How dirty everything gets. The lighting. It's all very well done to me. I don't drive with co-driver calls because I just love driving. And just driving and listening to music, just racing. But I assume they're pretty good for what they are. I remember them in the beginning. I thought they were fine. Maybe they could be a bit earlier. I don't know. But that's not up to me. I wouldn't say listen to me for that. Yeah, I can't really. I can't really say anything bad about this game. I really can't. It's easily one of my favorite rally racing games now. And I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Few things that hold it back, I'd give it a 9 out of 10. Graphics great, controls great, the soundtrack is great, the audio is great, the way the game feels and the cars feel is great. There's a good amount of events, there's a good amount of vehicles, good amount of locations. The weather has been greatly improved. Yeah, it's a great game all overall. I would like to see just, and this is just me, get a little, take a little bit of leeway with the rally tracks. Like, I'd like to see a rally track like in a swamp, or shit, I don't know, or yeah, maybe in a desert or something. You know, I wouldn't mind that either. I just don't think everything has to be like very official. I wouldn't mind some leeway with the tracks. It doesn't have to be. I'm not talking like a full fantasy fucking track or something, but I mean like a theoretical, you know, maybe track in a location that, you know, we would all love to drive in, but maybe there isn't a track there. But they could just make their own track there and take inspiration from the location and everything, and just, you know, put a cool track there that would be cool to drive around in, but we can't do in real life because there isn't. Like a swamp. I'm not saying, you know, driving through water all the time, but I think it'd be cool. Anyways, yeah, that's my review. 9 out of 10, great game overall. If you love rally racing, get this game. We'll see how WRC 8 is compared to this, but I know WRC 8 is supposed to be a big step up, but Dirt Rally also stepped it up with 2.0. So WRC 8 is gonna have to step it up like twice. We'll see what the World Championship thing is like, but I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Like, I don't see this being bad in any way. Like, it's just gonna add to the game, which is great. And they're still supporting it, and they're doing a good job. Yeah, man, I must buy. I like, if you're into racing, if you're into off-road, if you're into rally simulation, even if you're into arcade racing, you know, go into free play and just screw around, mess around with one track if you want. Keep doing time trials over and over in rally if you want. It's great. I think it's really good. So, with all that being said, I'm gonna do a race to show you guys, you know, just what a race is like without me talking and everything. I won't have the co-driver calls on because that's just not what I like to do, but I just like to drive. I can't show you the PlayStation Store stuff because it's gonna cut out the video and won't show you it anyways. Yeah, I believe I've covered everything. Yeah, overall, man. Or man, I gotta say, it's a great game. And I'm not gonna do like a 16-minute track, cause, like, yeah, that's gonna be kind of a problem. I'm just showing off the game, and I'll do it in. Oh, I can't do you in rain. Why can't I do you in rain? Can I do you in rain? Why can't I do you guys in rain? I could have sworn I could do you in rain. No, I want to show off the rain as well. What the hell? Why can't I do rain? Oh, is it because it's a time trial? Maybe that's why. Oh no, heavy rain. Oh, so what the hell? I'm not doing Germany. I told you I don't like asphalt. I ain't doing asphalt. No. Negative. What the hell? There is rain. I don't know why it's not letting me do rain. That lets me do heavy rain. What? That's so weird. Sorry, this is something I've just now figured out. This is so weird. Why can't I do rain? Why can't I do rain in some places? Wow. It's very strange. It's very strange. Okay. Huh. Wow. Alright, well, I guess the rain part doesn't matter because if you're trying, I don't actually, probably the rain does matter. Rain probably does affect traction and stuff compared to just a wet surface. That's weird. I could have sworn I've raced in rain in New England. That's so weird. Huh. Alright, well anyways, I'll just do this one. And we'll do, I don't know. Oh, what the hell? Everyone likes Subaru, right? Alright. So, thank you for watching this review. I don't like saying this, but you know, I guess I should say this, you know, leave a like, subscribe, do all that shit. Would help. Would greatly appreciate it. But anyways, thanks for watching the review. Like I said, as a sum up, fucking everything is great. Little nitpicks with RaceNet, but other than that, great game overall. Yeah, you know what? 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10, man. Great job. Codemasters, great job. not the best driver. You know, I don't drive with co-driver calls, and I've memorized all the tracks and shit. So yeah. I guess I'll play it, and then I'll end the review there. But yeah, thank you again. Let's go. Cross out one thing. They added track deformation and surface degradation. So, you know, if you start at 15th in a race, I mean, you're 15th person to go on the track will be a lot more eaten up compared to if you were the first person. And that actually does affect the handling. And, you know, you having to adapt to the track, which is also a very cool thing. Forgot to add that. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take it easy.